Hi guys, on this week's show, a stunning Scheurebe from Germany's perfect Pfalz. Coming right up. Hi guys, a very warm welcome to another edition of Big on Wine, the channel that brings you news, clues and reviews about, yes, everything in the world of wine. And my wine of the week for this week is an unusual one, and it comes from Germany's Pfalz or Palatinate, and it's this one here. It's Mugler Scheurebe Trocken, and the vintage is 2015. And this wine comes in for a price of just under €15 a bottle where I am. Okay, let's deal first of all with the area the wine comes from, and that is Germany's Palatinate or the Pfalz. So we're talking about an area which is to the north of Alsace, so on the left bank or west bank of the Rhine, and the wine in question here, this Mugler Scheurebe, comes from the village of Gimmeldingen, which is about half an hour or so by car southwest of the city of Mannheim. Now, the Scheurebe grape is an unusual one because only literally 1 or 2 or 3% of wine production is made using the Scheurebe grape. Now, the Scheurebe grape is actually a relative of the Riesling grape, and it's generally speaking planted in Germany and Austria solely, and it produces an interesting white wine which is highly aromatic and can have some fairly strong grapefruit aromas to it. Now, this wine is often produced in a sweet version, but I can tell you that this particular wine, this Mugler Scheurebe, is trocken or dry, so this is a modern dry style that many producers are moving to, with just a very, very small amount of residual sugar, about 5 grams per litre. So this is the 2015 vintage, 11.5% alcohol, and as I say, 5 grams of residual sugar per litre. All right, let's have a look at this wine. And of course, it has a wonderful light green yellow colour to it. Very attractive, very pale, green yellow in colour. A few little bubbles at the bottom of the glass. I don't know what that's going to tell us. A little bit of effervescence there, perhaps. Okay, let's try it in the nose. Very nice. Not so aromatic in the nose, but it has a very fruity, clean, fresh aroma to the wine. Fairly light. Not heavy at all. I'm getting, if anything, maybe a slight trace of peach in the fragrance there. And of course, a good dose of citrus as well. So peachy, citrusy is the aroma in the nose, but not tremendously aromatic in this case. Okay. Now, this grape variety was actually invented by a German guy called Dr. Georg Scheu about 100 years ago. So this is where the Scheurebe name comes from. All right, let's try this in the mouth now. Now, this is interesting. The immediate impressions on the palate are of a lively, so nice acids in it, a lively wine with quite distinct, more, I would say, apple and peach flavours to it than citrus. So more in the direction of apple and peach. Let's give it another try. Yes, indeed. That is very interesting. This may be a relative of the Riesling, but it certainly tastes very different to a Riesling. What I'm getting in the mouth is very much a combination of apple and peach flavours, less of the citrus here. And it has this wonderful liveliness, a kind of just a slight touch of effervescence, which produces a very kind of clean, fresh, refreshing experience in the mouth. So that's extremely good as far as I'm concerned. Okay, this is a dry wine, and of course in the palate the flavours very much mirror the aromas in the nose. The finish is relatively delicate, slightly flowery, I would say, indeed. Okay, what is our Scheurebe going to be good with in terms of food? Well, I think we're looking here at a fairly multi-purpose white wine, which is going to be good with pretty much any kind of fish, seafood, veggie dish, salads, etc., etc. Summer comes immediately to mind. How about, you know, some grilled whitebait or deep fried whitebait or vendace with a wonderful colourful salad eaten out in your garden with a glass of the Mugler Scheurebe Trocken. That would be the perfect combination there. Okay, let's bring you the heads up on this one. We're talking here Mugler Scheurebe Trocken. The vintage is 2015. It comes from Germany's Pfalz. It's an unusual grape variety produced in a modern dry style. It costs 14 euros, 15 euros, where I am serving temperature, I think, around the 8 or 9 degree mark. I'm going to give this wine 3 stars plus out of 5. Okay guys, many thanks for taking the time to watch today's video and this little introduction to the Mugler Scheurebe, unusual grape variety. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard. If you have, then please do give us that big thumbs up, for which we are eternally grateful. Drop a comment down below, hit that big red button in order to subscribe, and of course follow me on all my other social media platforms. I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melville signing off and saying, hey, be good to each other, take care out there, enjoy your wines, and cheers.